Hey man, we back in the building, man. It's about like right now, we live again, man. This the Senate, man. December 25th, 2018, man. For y'all who still brainwashed, Merry Christmas. We're gonna speak to y'all about the truth of that today too. We're gonna make sure that we goddamn, give you the reality, give you the truth.
King Dave in the building, live. Again, it's 12/25, 2018, Christmas Day. Again, for those who don't know, for those who are still, in denial of the truth, you'll know that, today we actually bringing so much power, so much enlightenment to you all out there who actually celebrating such a, horrific day. But I'm gonna pass it on to my brother, and I'm gonna catch up with the Senate.
Hey man, something I put together real fast and I'm gonna share with y'all. It's concerning Christmas, Christmas Day. Alright. The truth about Christmas and its origin is as follows. The word mass, M-A-S-S, in this sense, is the celebration of the Eucharist, especially in the Roman Catholic Church. Mass plus Christ, or Christ plus Mass, equals Christmas. The Eucharist is a sacrament in which consecrated bread and wine are consumed. And just for the people who want to define what that is, the word is Eucharist. All right. Therefore, Christmas, quote unquote, is said to be a mass of Christ. All right. Since we know that Jesus Christ was not a man, but was a slave ship used to transport slaves during the transatlantic slave trade, we know that any time white supremacists such as the Roman Catholic Church, which is the Vatican, and the U.S. government refer to Jesus or Christ, they are speaking about their enslavement of the black race, which is the melaninated race. All right. They want for us to believe that the celebration of Christmas means that you are celebrating the birthday of Jesus Christ. However, this is far-fetched from the truth. Furthermore, what does the Bible say about celebrating the quote-unquote birthday? That's the question. All right. For the Christians, since Christmas came to us through the Roman Catholic Church, why not examine the Catholic Encyclopedia, which was published by that same political state, the Roman Catholic Church? It also mentions in that, quote-unquote, in the scriptures, sinners alone, not saints, celebrate their birthdays, quote-unquote. See the Catholic Encyclopedia, Volume 1, the 1907 edition, and you can define Christmas in that Catholic Encyclopedia. In the Bible, in Genesis 40, chapter 40, verse 20 through 22, and in Matthew chapter 14, verses 6 through 11, you will see that the birthday celebrations were celebrations of evil. Wow. We all know that slavery is evil. You can find this truth as acknowledged in the Encyclopedia Britannica, Compton's, and Americana, which adds, was quote unquote not celebrated in the first centuries of the Christian church, as the Christians' usage in general was to celebrate the death of remarkable persons rather than their birth. To add injury to insult, what do you think this is meant when white supremacists when they use Xmas as a replacement for Christmas? X means unknown or to get rid of something. Since Christmas deals with the celebration of the enslavement of blacks, I'm going to say that again. Since Christmas deals with the celebration of the enslavement of blacks, this means Merry Christmas, we celebrating the enslavement of the black race. That's what that means when you do that. Okay. We know that the X in Xmas is not a mere abbreviation. It is symbolic for getting rid of blacks. Common sense tells us that Christ and X have no similarity whatsoever. Contrary to popular belief, religion was created and created to brainwash and indoctrinate, which is enslave the masses, particularly the black race. But for those who are brainwashed by the trickery of these white supremacists, they are not supposed to celebrate birthdays. Yet, due to their ignorance, most so-called Christians still celebrate birthdays. Not to mention, Christmas serves as a means of capital revenue generation in the last quarter of the tax season, the fiscal year for the government. By the way, you engage in mere nullity when you celebrating your birthday. How? It's a question. Because you'll only have one birthday in your entire life. Every other day you were born, not the year, is only an anniversary. For example, if you were born August 2nd, 1930, August 2nd each year would simply be an anniversary. It can never be August 2nd, 1930 again. So then the following year, August 2nd, 1931, August 2nd, 1932, so on and so forth, will just be an anniversary of your birthday. You can't have but one birthday. So that's evidence that you brainwashed. If you 35, 36 years old, 45, 46 years old, you still talking about happy birthday, that means you brainwashed. You have been brainwashed and indoctrinated by the way that they want you to think, not by what it actually is, because reality shows you that you can only have one birthday. I pass on this message as of now. See you soon. King Dave on.
Yeah, that's right. And it's crazy because, you know, when we don't know, when we unwise to the fact of, you know, history, our history, it saddens me because of our ancestors and our parents actually continuing to go through the actual strongholds, you know what I'm saying, the evil strongholds that the white supremacists actually continue to actually have on our people. Even, you know, those of teenagers, those of children who our parents actually continue to allow them to celebrate this day, not knowing what is behind all of this. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even with colors, you know, colors actually symbolizes a lot of things. It actually symbolizes, you know, your actual moods, things that you go through. And so, you know, when a person actually wear bright colors, it symbolizes that, okay, that person mood or, you know, emotions or what have you. It's, you know, they feeling good, you know what I'm saying? And dark color symbolizes evil, you know what I'm saying, you know, in that sense. So, you know, we have to always be a knowledge of that fact that, you know, even with the holiday spirit, you know, all of these, again, bright colors and what have you, it's, you know, it's all mental, it's all psychological, you know what I'm saying? So subliminally, it would actually affect you if you really don't know what's going on, you know. So, you know, we just basically just trying to enlighten you on the truth so that you all will have a full understanding as to what actually took place back in, you know, thousands of years ago. And so, you know, even with the white race, you know, they are continuing to celebrate, you know, the enslavement of blacks as we speak. And so if you really don't, again, know what's going on, you know, you'll continue to be, you know, subject to that, you know, hurdle or what have you. But, you know, just be safe out there, you know, come together as one and continue to love each other. It doesn't have to be about, you know, Christmas. It doesn't have to be about Thanksgiving. It doesn't have to be about New Year's. It should be about every single day of your life. You know what I'm saying? In which you come together and you love one another, and you truly, you know, sit down and you converse, you know, and you really enlighten your people, your children, your generations to come on what's, you know, really happening. You know what I'm saying? And so that we can actually, you know, do something about it. But as long as, again, you're in denial, you'll continue to go backwards instead of forward. And so it's unable to actually excel and exceed. So in order to excel in anything, you know what I'm saying, you must know what you're trying to actually accomplish. So, you know, that's pretty much sums it up. Again, we love you all. Be safe out there. And we will come back, you know, probably today, probably tomorrow, you know, so just be expecting us, you know what I'm saying, Inside the Black Minds on YouTube. Again, we love you all and just be safe. Peace.
Hey man, you know, and we're gonna leave on that note, right? You know what I mean? And when I come back the next time, we're gonna goddamn expose these rats, cause you got a lot of rat ass niggas out there too and stuff that this shit need to be expounded on, exposed on. You know what I mean? Even in my city, they saying that they calling the word snitch. Snitch mean shit, nigga, I'm trying to come home. They saying it what this mean in Atlanta right now. So, you know, if y'all got that going on out there, boy, that boy, y'all dirty, boy. Y'all dirty out there. But you know, we'll more on that later on. You know, we will expound on that. We will not leave nobody out of this shit. We're gonna make sure we put everybody in this shit. Everybody who we got proof on, we're gonna make sure we speak on this motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? Snitching is forbidden. We're not doing that. We're not trying to, you know, harm nobody who don't deserve to be harmed. We're not trying to bring harm to nobody who, you know, who is not warranted on themselves. So with that being said, again, world, we love y'all. A-Town is in the building. The Senate, the West Side. I love y'all. Zone 1 through 6. Stand up. Houston, love y'all. Rachel, I know you watching. Love the shit out you, girl. Gone.